Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy to see our camper van, the Rocinante, again. It's been 5 months while we've been out in California living in our Class A. And now we got our Class B back, so great news. We got it back, and we got a couple camping trips planned. Going to do a harvest host, and then we're going to go up to Raleigh's Bay in Wisconsin. But then we had a problem. Let me show you what the problem is. You know what you do just before winter hits, before you store your van? Well, what you do is you winterize it. And what you do when you get back and you're ready to use it again, you de-winterize it. Well, when I de-winterized, here's the issue I had. I've got a leak right here, and I've got a leak coming from right up there. Now I'm not gonna get those leaks going again just so you can see them, because it's too distressing. But I can tell you also the water goes into, it's coming out there, and I had water pooling in here. And when I didn't have the connection correct, not the connection, but the I had this set up for normal, and I had the pressurized water coming in, which is I've got a pressurized valve on it, but I don't know if you can see that hose out there. Water was pooling up in here. So obviously I've done something wrong when I winterized it. And I mean, I went through all the instructions, I thought, correctly. I didn't use the blowout method where you blow it out with the air hose, because I didn't have anything to blow it out with. So at least I guess I didn't. Maybe I could have used my air hose from the Class A. But anyway, I used a lot of antifreeze, and I put it everywhere possible. I did protected the Truma Combi down there, and I think hopefully that's okay. But I did everything I thought correctly, but I missed something. So we have 2 camping trips that now are going to be canceled because the first available time that RV1 can take care of the problem for me is just a few days over a month away. So there we go. So everything's stacked up here. I'm going to put all this stuff in the basement so they don't have to mess with this when they work on it. By the way, this is what that looks like down there. Yeah, I don't know what kind of, there's a gurgling noise I hear from underneath there. Let's see if there's any water there. No. So water's probably going to that outdoor hose out there. And, you know, maybe that's what I didn't drain properly with water and put antifreeze in it. I thought I had this packed full of antifreeze. Anyway, that's the kind of issues you get. So hopefully we'll get this fixed in a little bit over a month.
Yeah.
So how are you doing today?
I'm good. I've been working on my pony. See my little pony? How's he working?
So
He's starting to look
Kim and Linda
Like a pony?
are right across the street from us, and Linda does a lot of work on furniture restoration, and she does a great job at it, and she also does little horse restorations.
But yeah, he's starting to look better. He's starting to look more like a horse. Got his little ears. I'm gonna have to paint him. And I got his little
oh, look at his little feet.
yeah, I got his feet done.
Close up on the horse feet.
Then I have to take this and do these gold, and then I got to get the seat done.
Got eyelashes.
Yeah, he's got. I didn't want to paint his mouth red because it didn't look right. I've never seen a horse with a red mouth ever.
So, Linda, where should people go if they want to see some of your work and maybe have you restore some of their furniture?
You can catch me on Instagram, on Instagram.com under sawdust_to_stardust. You can find all of my portfolio of work there. If you see anything there you like, or if you've got a piece you want me to work on that you think is a candidate for something, just shoot me a message through Instagram at my Instagram account.
You know, we had our little problem with the water. Well, let me show you what happens when you take everything apart. So I took the whole top off, and I wanted to find out where is that water coming from. So I ran a little test. I decided, okay, let's turn the water on, see if I can find it. Well, the water started coming down there underneath all these electronics, and just a little bit back in there. And then, of course, it was coming through here and making its way down. So it was from back here. Well, the only water connection that I know of is the sprayer back there where you hook up your portable sprayer. So let me show that to you. I mean, I took the thing off, and here's the top of the seat, which was not too hard to take it off, but it's got a bunch of screws in it, and of course one of the screws was stuck. It wouldn't come out. Finally got it out. So, meanwhile, we have an appointment set up at RV1 on the 23rd, which is like over a month away, to get it fixed. Because, I figured I can't fix this. So Judy said, why don't you take out that little sprayer in back, because that seems to be where the water is coming from, or coming in that area. And I thought, well, maybe I can see something. Well, I took the thing out, and look what happened. Lo and behold, let me show this to you. As I took it out of the wall, this thing here was just like that. So water was coming through here and shooting, just shooting nonstop, and going down and dripping into the compartment there. This thing basically fell off. Well, I couldn't find this part. I went to RV1, and they didn't have this specific part. But what they did have was a whole new sprayer attachment, exact same type. Now all I have to do is screw that back in. But before I screw it back in, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the water on and see if we have any more leaks. So, and we may have some other leaks in some other places, but this was a big one, which I think we're going to have solved now. So let me make sure I've got the let me make sure I got this set right. I got it for 2 and 6, which is city fixtures, which means water coming in to the exterior of the van. Meanwhile, let's go over and take a look at Linda Clooney's furniture restoration, which is called Sawdust to Stardust. Be sure to look it up on Instagram. She's got tons of pictures and she does a wonderful job. People are coming by all the time. I help out. I go over there and help out load the stuff up, you know, when they need help. So let me show you what she's working on right now.
I'm probably see the green coming out of it. So I'm probably going to have to put like bin shellac over it so all that stuff doesn't come out of there after I seal it.
What are you working on, Linda?
I'm working on a 6-drawer mid-century modern dresser
Ah.
that has legs, and the whole darn thing was covered in green paint, and then it was covered in pink paint.
Okay, it's on. Let's see what we got. Water coming out the sink, yes. Okay, now we've shut that off. No water coming down there, of course. Let's make sure there's nothing in here. Okay, I don't see anything and I don't hear anything. It's good. It's good. So, looks like I can screw that back in. Okay, let's look underneath and see if we see any leaks. I don't see any problems. Holy mackerel. Is that all it takes? Let's hook up Truma, because I didn't have, I switched the bypass on Truma to make sure I can isolate these issues. Yeah, the site is fixed. Okay, now, let's see what happens. I'm gonna switch the bypass back to using the Truma. Okay, I don't see anything, and I don't hear anything. Let's turn the hot water on. Okay, well, I'm going to take the screws and screw that back in, and I see no problems. I think our water issue is fixed. Oh my gosh. You know, I'll tell you what happened. That crack that was on the plastic, water must have been in there, and it froze during the wintertime, and it cracked. And that's really what happened. And locating a leak like that, you can tell this has not been a fun time. You know, taking these panels off, these seat panels. It hasn't been fun at all, but we were able to figure it out just by going step by step. And it was actually Judy said, well, why don't you take that off just in case. And I thought, well, I won't be able to see much in there, but took it off, and sure enough, there was the cracked plastic. So, bam, we got it.
That's not leaking anymore?
No more leaks.
Oh my God, it was that
I can't
easy.
believe it, though.
I know.
I'm sure as soon as I put everything back, something's going to leak.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you did it yourself.
I know. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody. If you got any leaks, take it apart piece by piece, search it down piece by piece, be logical about it. And if you're thinking, well, it couldn't be back there, it's probably back there. All right, thanks. Bye.